Welcome inside of Kissing After Dark. We're joined, ladies, by one of the heartthrobs of Hollywood. You may know him from being cast as the role of Jonathan Rollins in the long-running L.A. Law. You may know him if you're really old school, from Crush Groove. Believe it or not, we have the man, the legend, Mr. Blair Underwood. How are you?
Lenny Green, brother. I'm good, man. You took me back. Crush Groove.
Crush Groove.
Yeah.
But you came at a great time because tonight is the perfect album side. And you get to tell me and everyone your 5 hottest slow jams.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to get into song number 1. And you had told me it was Reasons by Earth, Wind & Fire.
Reasons, man. Earth, Wind & Fire. That was my first slow jam, first slow dance.
Are you kidding me?
In 7th grade. Can we say
7th grade?
Can we say grind for some? Yeah, come on, the school dance.
You can say that now.
I said that. Okay, I was grinding at the time. Didn't know what I was doing, but I just knew it was feeling right. But yeah, I've never forget it was 2 Reasons.
The new venture is this brand new book that just came out today. It's in bookstores as if we speak.
Oh yeah,
and it's called From Cape Town with Love. Now I know you have a huge connection with South Africa from back in the day,
right?
And I just want to know, was that the reason why you decided to do this particular book in this kind of way?
Not necessarily, but it all kind of comes together. It's all kind of serendipitous in that you're right. I co-founded an organization 20 years ago called Artists for New South Africa, focused on apartheid at the time, has transitioned to HIV/AIDS awareness, and
are you still involved with that?
Very much so. Yeah, very much so.
And I understand you have an appreciation for another Brooklyn homie, and that is Maxwell. So we want to go into your song that you kind of fell in love with, as I did and many others last year.
Yeah,
with Pretty Wings.
Why do you
like that song?
Pretty Wings, man. It just works. I mean, well, the vocals work, the melody is tight, and it's all about whether you're acting or whether you're singing. You got to speak to people's heart.
But we are definitely of the same tribe for sure.
Yep.
And speaking of tribes, I thought it was great, man. To have learned that you did a DNA, kind of trace back your ancestry to our motherland.
Yeah.
And what discoveries did you find?
The funny thing was they'll always do your maternal link first, your mother's side, because that's more accurate. So they did my mother's side, and I ended up in China somewhere. So they said, "No, bro, we need to redo that." But that's not unusual because again, you're talking about 10,000 years ago. So apparently the migration between China and Africa and all those places, there was I don't know specifically what it is, but the land that is now disconnected was connected. So you would have those migrations. So it's not that far fetched. But so anyway, we did my father's side. It turned out Nigeria. Yeah.
Tell me about your appreciation for Luther.
Oh man, Luther, you talk about a funky voice.
Yeah.
My wife and I have 3 kids now. I think the last one I see, if not all 3, man. But no, he just knows how to tell storytelling, touching people's hearts, affecting people in a certain way, and doing it in a way that you can just escape.
Well, man, I know you're excited about a few things. Let's talk about this book.
Yeah, man.
This book that's piggybacking off of his new book called Cape Town to Love.
That's it.
Tell me about this.
Yeah, it can be hard to understand, but it's really not that difficult. You got a book. This book's called From Cape Town with Love. The book is in stores today.
Okay.
Now, another way to experience that story is through what they call a book. That's V as in video, O-O-K as in book. It's a book. So basically, you can download this book of From Cape Town with Love, same story, onto your computer. Go to book.com, or you can download the app, Apple, on your iPhone or iPod, and basically you read it, and every once in a while there'll be a video strip. You push play, and the scenes come to life. It's really that simple. Scenes are about 1 minute, 2 minutes. So you read it and watch it. That's the future. You don't just read it. You read it and watch it.
You know what? Right. Something like that can captivate my attention even more.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm excited about it. I mean, it speaks to, again, how we started this whole multimedia experience with this Tennyson Hardwick series. And it's just the next step in the evolution of Tennyson Hardwick.
Man.
Read it and watch it.
And when is this available?
It'll be out next week.
Next week?
You'll be able to download it next week
soon.
From book.com.
Ladies, fellas, I've had a chance to take a peek on Blair's iPhone, and it is hot. It really is hot. It's like a mini movie.
Yeah.
And the quality is crazy.
Oh, man, and you can do that with anything.
I took a page out of Blair Underwood's book. I'm not playing, man. I've studied you. I'm watching you, and I thank you.
Wow. Appreciate that.
Blair Underwood, 98.7 KISS FM. We are Kissing After Dark.